Do it now! Do it now! Get to the chopper! No, Mac! Mac, go! Just ignore my neighbor. You see that one, the neighbor? Neighbor. Remember he's like, neighbor? Poor Arnold.
I did not like that commercial.
That was funny. It was neighbor. I said neighbor. Then he's in the chopper at the end. It was, get me out of the chopper! Which that one, they're just like, that was a shot at him in Predator, but that was great. Anyway,
get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper! Anyway, welcome back.
Rhymes rugged and built like Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Anyway, welcome to IDD. For those of you in the know, I don't disagree. That is the redoubtable one, Tom Izzo. The highly questioned one, Audrey Metro. We are here on a Wet My Whistle Wednesday.
I didn't realize I kind of look like a monk or something in this.
No. Like you're a trainer.
Or
you're like a bodyguard.
I'll train you how to put on 50 pounds for a movie.
I'll train you how to throw in the towel on a Friday night.
Yeah. I showed up. I trained Brendan Fraser on becoming the whale.
Mm.
You haven't seen that movie, don't.
He's in the credits. Segment
I want to thank my trainer who made me in a complete mess.
Yes, the redoubtable one. You know him. You've seen his show. Listen, segment one. Now, the reason we're in giggle smoke mode already is because apparently the Mets have won 4 in a row in the Grapefruit League.
4 in a row. I mean, they are really taking off under the new leadership of Carlos Mendoza. New vision, new voice, new motivation. Guy I follow on Twitter, The Real Black, said that today. New vision, new voice. I love. He's hilarious. He's like overly positive.
So they dropped the first. Now they're 4-1, right?
I think so. Yeah, they lost their first.
Break up the Mets.
My mom and dad were at the game today. Alonzo hit a bomb.
And for the unsigned Pete Alonzo.
Well, I mean, he's signed through this year.
They got to sign him.
They do.
Stop fucking around.
But we'll see what happens.
He's your core.
I know, dude. He's
your core.
He's the Met.
He's the Met.
My thing is, when a rookie comes up and hits 53 bombs and takes over the rookie home run record from Aaron Judge, who did it 1 year before, you sign him that fucking year. Extend him an extra 5 years. Anyway, Pete hit a home run today. Klay Thompson's brother, Trace, hit a home run for the second day in a row.
Oh, he plays for the Mets?
Well, he got a spring training invite.
Oh, so Klay Thompson's brother.
Trace Thompson. He hit a grand slam yesterday.
Okay.
Hit a solo shot today.
All right.
So that's kind of, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it is.
And I'll tell you what, I don't even give a fuck. I'm a little hopeful.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm hopeful.
Yeah, why not?
You said their ceiling was wild card. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that you're saying they can make the playoffs. And if they can make the playoffs, then once they get in, they can win. What was Arizona last year? 84 win team, and they're in the World Series. So it happens.
Were they only an 84 win team?
It's 84 or 85. They barely got in. They barely got in.
Yeah, 84 wins isn't nuts.
No, it's 84 and 78 is what it is.
It's what, 6 games over 500?
Yeah, 6 games over 500.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Yeah.
So, and again, that's why baseball, look, the best thing they ever did was add that first round. Because that just, I'm telling you, what that does for the league, first of all, you're not out of it. You're not out of it
so many more teams
have a shot now. It was the best thing baseball ever did. And I'm telling you, and Arizona's proof, they wouldn't have got into the old format. Last year, they would not have gotten in. So this totally, yes. That just vindicates.
Just totally yes.
Yes. So get in the dance. See what kind of Miami Heat last year, 8th seed, NBA Finals. It happens all the time.
It happens.
So it happens. So
yeah, and I mean, here's the crazy thing about the Mets. Whenever they have expectations, they struggle to reach expectations.
Yeah, they do.
Whenever they don't really have expectations, sometimes you're surprised.
Yeah, they're better with a bullseye knot on their back.
Yeah. So I'll be hopeful, and if it turns out that instead of 3rd place, they're 4th place, all right, what are you gonna do?
No, but again, and now while we're talking to you, when segment 2 will be basketball. Obviously, just a heads up, the battle for LA and our two one-offs, if you will, are on the show. Anyway. Lakers, Clippers.
Our favorite analysts.
Our favorite analysts. They're just top notch. So anyway, we'll be updating you on that, especially in segment 2 when we talk about Celtics Knicks, which we will, plus the new top 25. Anyway, back to baseball. The Red Sox started to look like the Mets until today happened. When they dropped a 4-3 heartbreaker to
Nationals?
Yeah.
I was going to say.
See how it took about half a second? Why is he looking at me?
Yeah.
It must be the Nationals.
I was like, the Nationals play down there.
It must be the Nationals. And that tells you he has good instincts because I had to look at him. He's like, Oh no, it couldn't be them. It couldn't be them. Anybody but them.
Have you heard it since the last time we talked about the Sox? Have you heard anything?
Other than what about them spending?
Like, how has their team looked? I know it's only 4 games.
They lost the first game by 1 run to the Orioles, who are good. They won 3 in a row.
Okay.
And then they lost by 1 run today to the Nationals. So, all things considered, that's not terrible. It's a great period.
No, and the thing about spring training is a lot of stars haven't even started the game yet.
No.
I typically look at when I see a score, like the Mets were down like 8-2 the other day, and I was like, all right, well, let me see what happened in the first inning.
Yeah.
Because of the first game, you know, you might have a pitcher who's going to be in the rotation in the first inning. You might.
Sure.
You know, but half the time, team loses in the latter innings, and it's a bunch of minor leaguers out there.
I mean, for what it's worth, Devers didn't play.
Exactly.
Their best hitter wasn't.
And who were the pitchers?
They were. I was just looking at those guys. Hold on. It was.
There's probably 4 of them.
Finnegan got the win for the Nationals, and Benitez for the Red Sox. La Rosa got the save. Jay La Rosa. It's the second save. Jay La Rosa.
Never heard of him.
I don't know, but it's the Nationals. Anyway, but look. So, to his point, if you're a diehard baseball fan, and I know a number of friends that are. Matter of fact, I have a friend coming down here later on this month because somebody he knows plays for UVA baseball. So we're going to try and get to a game before.
Oh, dude, UVA has a good program.
Yeah.
So does VCU.
Yeah, he's pitching. I think on Friday, it's the 15th of March, right when March Madness is starting. Actually,
Mark Reynolds went.
Actually, it's championship week. So I may go and see a baseball game. Actually, if you're off that Friday, you should come with me.
What day of the week?
It's Friday. March
Friday the
15th.
15th. Oh, I am.
You should come with me.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll tell him. I'm going to come and bring a friend of mine, too. So I used to work with this guy up in the day. Actually, he went to college with Becky.
Okay.
Small world. So his name's Ralph. He's a subscriber, I think, now. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk about it. But anyway, back to the spring training. Look, you're looking for certain things in terms of team building. They play like 20-something games of these games. But with the Red Sox, they have to set up their rotation. I like that Jansen is back as a closer as long as he's healthy. I mean, he gave him like almost 40 saves last year. In fact, he was the one guy I think who made the All-Star or whatever it was. I think he was the one guy that did.
I mean, dude, he's a very prolific closer.
He's a prolific closer who doesn't look like he's slowing down. But you got to get an ace. Well, he had 40 saves last year.
That's insane.
I wouldn't call that slowing down.
No, right. It's just like he's not the dominant type of closer he was.
He's not.
But he's a good enough closer that
he's good enough to
knows,
win with.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have enough around him, you can win with him.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I after I calmed down and because usually when I edit these things, watch them again, I listen to Tom's words again on this, and I'm not getting off my they're going to suck perch, but there are a couple things that you can't ignore. One, they do have a closer. Two, they may have the best manager in baseball. If he's not one, he's 1A. He's right up there. They have an all-star.
Alex Cora is a really good.
They have
manager.
an all-star dude in Devers. So it's not like they have the cupboard's not bare. There's just not enough of it. So it really depends on what they're going to do with these role players and what this pitching staff's going to look like.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the question. The problem is, and why I'm so pessimistic, is because they're in the best fucking division in baseball. If they were in a shitty division, I might have more hope.
Yeah.
But we talked about it the other night, and we were laughing when we said it. But
if they were in the AL Central,
yeah, they'd have
and that's not a shit division.
No, but it's 2 teams, not 4.
And like a few games over 500 wins it.
Yeah. This is the thing. This is why John Henry doesn't get it. You're in the best fucking division in baseball. You can't. I mean, you just can't. Like, you can't. How do you expect? Look, I don't. Because at the end of the day, a great manager matters, but they don't make that kind of a difference. You got to have comparable talent for that manager to be able to do what he does.
Yeah.
If it's a total mismatch, there's only so much Alex Cora can do.
Now, I've heard a number put on it before. I don't know how you do that, but I've heard people say like a really good manager wins you like 6 to 10 games a year
In baseball.
Right. I mean, to think of it like that, I don't know how you put that
How do you
number
get
on
that
it.
number?
I don't know, but I mean that's saying like.
That doesn't say anything. Because there's 162 fucking
Exactly.
games. What good is 6 to 10?
Exactly.
To me, that means he has a minimal influence, and so it doesn't fucking matter.
Well,
who's in
that's
the
what I'm
bullpen.
saying. I've heard people say, throw that number out there. That's what a great manager does.
I really want to know.
In terms of wins and losses.
I want to know how they came up with that number.
It's too low, right?
It's way too low. But not even. I don't know baseball the way I know football and basketball, but I know that number is too low because I can tell you right now. Last year, Alex Cora probably won them 25 games.
How?
Just making the right call at the right time. Whether it was in the lineup or the pitching staff, whether it was, there were times when I thought he should have.
I think you're right.
There were times where I thought he should have put the closer in, and he didn't, and he went there and he got the. He did. I mean, he knows his shit.
I think
he knows his shit.
A good manager can have that kind of influence on the season. And if you think about it in terms of how they handle the bullpen night in and night out,
that's huge.
Do they run people into the ground? Yeah. Are they pushing the wrong buttons every time they bring somebody in from out there?
Let's put it this way: he's won a World Series. He was the manager on that last World Series, but then he had to go away for a while. But whatever. But anyway, I can count on one hand, in all the times he's been a resident manager, I can count on one number of bad decisions I've seen him make.
Yeah,
he doesn't make many. He's not gonna cost you a game. I can tell you that right now.
Well, he was a smart ass player too.
He was.
He wasn't a star.
No, but he was very up here. He was as good as anybody in the league, and that's how he lasted as long as he did because he could play the game.
Yeah.
He didn't have a special talent. It wasn't anything he did great. He
like
just did a lot of
vet.
but he just did a lot of things well. Like he was solid. That dude, you know what I mean? Which in baseball means a lot. So anyway, they're not going to lose a game because of him. I can tell you that right now. They're going to lose a game because they don't have the talent to compete. That's the problem. And if there's a more talented division than this one, you tell me what it is. Because even as much money as the Dodgers are spending, the rest of that division doesn't measure up to the AL East. It doesn't. It does not.
Did you see in Chris Sale's debut for the Braves? Of course, he threw 2 perfect innings, 4 strikeouts.
I've never questioned his ability. It's always
he's going to be Cy Young for the Braves.
It's his health. With him, it's always been what
he's going to be Satchel Paige for the Braves.
Well, no, it's always been if he stays healthy. It's not. No one ever said Sale couldn't pitch. In fact, you were up here the other night bragging about what a fucking study was before he got hurt, before he joined the Red Sox.
Yeah, but since he's come back, he's not that anymore.
No, because once you get hurt, he's been hurt multiple times. This is one.
He can still be an effective pitcher, but I don't know that he'll ever be.
He can't be the ace of a staff anymore.
But
could he be the third starter? Yep. But not.
Well, he'd be probably a real good third.
But I'm saying he's not. He can't be the ace of a staff anymore.
No,
I don't think he can. But I think
especially with the health concerns because he's going down.
I'm saying he could be a third though. He could be that good 3 on a. He can.
Well, that's what
that's what Atlanta's thinking.
Well, the Braves have a strong rotation.
That's what they're thinking. He's not their ace.
No,
and he's not going to be. So
I don't think they gave up the world to get him.
They didn't.
Because they probably took some of that contract.
If this prospect was that big, believe me, Tony Maserati.
They give him one.
I don't know who. I'm saying whatever Atlanta gave them, it's never been mentioned. So if Tony Maserati
it was a throw
has not brought it up in all this time, that means it didn't get shit for him. They didn't, and you know what? They didn't care. They just, to your point, they're trying to offload him for anything.
Yeah, they must have gotten rid of that salary.
It was all about getting rid of him, not about what we get. Just get him off the roster. Find somebody that'll give us something. They don't even care. That's what it sounds more and more like,
dude.
So,
you know what I'll say? In terms of, sorry, I didn't. No, I'm about to change the subject back to the Mets.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
For a team like the Mets that traded away stars last year, tried to get an influx of young talent, spring training is pretty fun because you see all those guys.
No, when the Red Sox had a good farm system, I looked forward to spring training because Theo Epstein was running things then, and they always had 2 or 3 legit prospects that were coming up, and you knew their names before they even saw them on camera. You knew who they were, you knew what position they played, and they came very well advertised. And Theo Epstein was a master at that. Okay, he did it in 2 places, and now he's back as an advisor. And I'm curious as to how much pull he's going to have. And if John Henry wants to do one thing right, give Theo Epstein the keys and get the fuck out of the way.
I haven't heard a lot about Epstein.
He just came back. So
surprised it wasn't bigger headlines.
Well, because he came back after a lot of the offseason had passed, so it wasn't like his influence won't be felt until next year. But depending on what is, again, how much of a role does he have? This is the thing that I don't know yet.
Or is he just kind of here and there? They can ask him questions.
I don't know. I don't know if he's directly involved with the scouting and development. I don't know what he is. He's got a title, but I don't know what that means. So my thing is with him, whatever you see as an impact is not going to be seen this year. Yeah. It'll be next year to start. So. Because he
senior advisor.
So
but I mean, like, the Mets traded for Ronald Acuna's little brother, so we're getting to see him play.
Yeah.
I think they got 2 top 10 prospects from the Astros for Verlander, and Drew Gilbert is one of them. So you're getting to see these guys. That's exciting. Is it 8?
It is 8. You're good. So no, it is exciting, and this is the thing. Like, I can't tell you because they gutted the damn. I can't name one prospect. And again, I know there are Red Sox fans that can because they're more into that team. Like, they're like me with the Celtics and the Patriots. I'm not that in depth with them where I couldn't give you a name right now.
Yeah.
But when Theo was here, you didn't have. You were hearing about it. Mm-hmm. You were hearing about it because Maserati in particular. He's the baseball guy up in Boston. He was spouting that stuff off 6 months before training camp. So it's next year. The thing is this. They have a great manager. They have a guy you can build around endeavors, and they have a closer, at least for now. So the cover's
Here's what they said about Theo.
What?
This was on February 2nd.
Okay.
Jeff Passan. Theo Epstein is returning to the Boston Red Sox. He'll join Fenway Sports Group as a senior advisor, and while he won't be in charge of personnel decisions, his voice should carry enormous weight as the Red Sox figure out how to get back into contention in the brutal AL East.
See, now there's the word. Brutal. Brutal. Okay? Why are my expectations so low? That word, in it right there. Brutal. AFC East. That's what, AFC, AL East. That's what they're in. If they're in any other division, I'd probably, you never know. No. So, but again, now, to his point about the Yankees, every year, we said this last year, every year the injury bug hits somebody. It hits somebody every year, without fail. It's just a question of who is it going to be. Okay? So if it hits, the Blue Jays or the Devil Rays or something like that, then who the hell knows? But I'm not counting on that. It's going to happen somewhere in the league. I'm just not counting on it being in the AL East. So especially with the Yankees, who almost deliberately try to get hurt, it seems like, because every fucking year they got it. You ever notice that? Every fucking year, it's like, oh my god, what now? They got to swear to God.
Well, Judge gets hurt a lot.
Yeah,
maybe not a lot, but his toe could be an issue. They're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever going to fully heal.
Giancarlo Stanton, he's always hurt.
Yeah,
he's too buff.
Yeah, that's the thing. How can you? What's the point? Of going into a gym 5-6 hours a day, 6 days a week to look like that if you can get a toenail or hang there, whatever, and be out for a month. Whatever the fuck it is. Or
no, Judge busted his toe running for a ball.
No, I know what happened to him.
Stanton, no, you get too jacked. You need rotational movement in your hips.
You got stuck lifting the 400-pound dumbbell.
No, but it's like you need like flexibility.
After his 28th rep.
Baseball is a game where you need flexibility.
Yes, you do.
And motion.
I mean, I understand you have to have power. I get it, but you also have, to his point, you have to have flexibility. You do. Unless you're a DH.
No, but that's where he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Swinging the bat.
Just swings the bat too hard.
Because you just,
he doesn't know his own strength.
Oh, shit.
Who's that?
AD just got left-handed dunked on.
By who?
I don't know who that is.
Is that Pat Beverly?
No, hell no. Not on the Clippers. 14?
Oh, that's right. He's on the Sixers.
Him.
Who's that dude?
What? Here comes a replay.
Dude, this is nasty.
Watch him go to the hole.
Yeah, lefty. Eat it.
Bang!
Oh, eat it, donkey.
Davis didn't put his hand up because he knew he was going to get yoked on. Who is that?
Man. His name's Man.
Man.
As in the man. He's probably given away about 5 inches to Anthony, by the way. He fucking flushed it on his head.
He came back.
He came back, but he didn't dunk on anybody. He's clear. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm trying to think if there's any other baseball news. Yoshinobu.
Well, Ohtani hit a bomb the other day.
Of course he hit a fucking
Of course he
home
did,
run.
right?
Well, and then today, is it Yoshinobu?
I think it is.
The guy they signed from Japan for $325 million.
Yeah.
He had a good outing today. He had a few strikeouts in 2 innings or whatever.
They have no holes.
They are loaded.
They have no holes. They have no holes.
If they don't win,
win 3 in a row, fuck them.
The fact that they got slapped around the past 2 years and didn't get in is.
Their teams were loaded the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They were one of the favorite. They didn't even.
Padres beat them.
Yeah. Fucking Padres. They're just like the Chargers. Fucking all this potential fucking always goes to shit every year. Every year without fail. But anyway, yeah. So look, we're gonna come back segment 2. We're gonna switch gears here. Switch to the NBA. Got something to talk. A few things to talk about, and also the Cam Newton brawl. Most of you have probably seen that video. Pretty disturbing.
Crazy, dude.
Pretty disturbing, I would say. We'll discuss that in segment 2. So Yoda, Jobu, Betty, we will see you guys on the other side.
It's all on the table.
It's all on the table. Wet my whistle, Wednesday.